In getting to sell real estate consistently in the city of Abuja, one thing has been very constant, which is the fact that a lot of investors they need education, proper education, before they are able to go ahead with that particular investment. And over time, I have made sure that I provide education to every single client who has reached out to me about investing into real estate in the city of Abuja. But one major topic that I've not spoken a lot about is title documents, right? This is very, very technical as it has to do with the laws guiding real estate in not just Abuja, but in Nigeria as a whole. Now, if you are very familiar with the land administration in the city of Abuja, you would know that the FCT Act came into play in 1976, and then that now enacted the Land Use Act in 1978, right? But there are a lot of technical things that has to do with the title document in the city of Abuja, and not just in Abuja, but in Nigeria as a whole. And if a data investor wants to be educated as to how you can be able to do real estate rightly and invest rightly into the city of Abuja, then this video is for you. My name is Adefune David, and I'm the real estate broker in the city of Abuja who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in the city of Abuja. The first thing I want to talk about is that there is a difference between titles and title documents. Why there's a difference between types of titles and there's a difference with title documents. Right now, the first instance I would want to use is that we are familiar with the phrase of C of O, R of O, deed of assignment, deed of conveyance, deed of gift, and all of the deeds that has to do with the transfer of interest and also ownership from one party to another. But behind the scene, there's a whole other conversation that a lot of people they are not having because they don't know the know-how of how to go about investing and how to go about that very procedure. And in this said video, I'll be using a scenario to explain perfectly what this said topic entails. Now, the titles in Nigeria, we have three common titles, right? We have the customary title, we have the equitable title, and also we have the legal title. Now, to be able to break this for you in proper terms, let's say, for example, somebody is in possession of a land for 15 years, right, based on customary, that you're in possession of a land for 15 years and nobody comes and claim that said property. After 15 years, it is safe to say that that said property is belonging to the person who has occupied the landmass for 15 years. Now, let's now move ahead from that said scenario and move to the next point. That first instance is what we call customary title, right? And then let's say the owner of the land now wants to transfer interest from himself to his next of kin. That means he is not transferring the land ownership from himself to the next of kin, which might be his son or his daughter. Right now, at that point, the kind of title we classify that to be is now what we call the equitable title. Right, that means the property has not been registered yet, right, with the federal government, which are the right authorities in the Nigerian jurisdiction. Let's say the transfer of interest and ownership from the father to the next of kin is now successful, and the next of kin now wants to go and apply and register that said title with the right authorities. It can be the geographical system, the geographical information system in that very jurisdiction. In Edo, you have the Edo GIS. In Abuja, you have the AGIS. In Lagos, you have the LAGIS, or whatever name they call it, right? And then the person now wants to go ahead and now register that said title. That is what we now call the legal title because it has been registered by the next of kin. Now, when that said property is now transferred to the next person, let's say the next of kin wants to now sell that same property to another person, the person is supposed to do a perfection of title. That means the property is now registered in the geographical information system in that very jurisdiction with the name of the new owner, therefore giving it the title called the legal title. Now, if you notice the movement of the titles from one party to another, you would see that they have different names for it, from the customary to the equitable to the legal title. Now, something that happens in Abuja a lot of times is that when a land is being sold to the customer or the client, they are not chasing the next step. They are not going after that said procedure. That means they ought to do a perfection of title in their own name, that is according to the law guiding the real estate sector in not just Abuja, but in Nigeria as a whole. Now, this is the simple education I wanted to give to you as an investor who is looking to invest into the Abuja real estate market. If I found this helpful, do enjoy to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also drop a comment. And then I'm always happy to help you to do perfection of titles in the city of Abuja. Once again, my name is Adefune David, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who's committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. I'll see you on our next video session. Until then, stay safe.